News of the day. Joe Rogan makes a startling discovery that finally puts an end to the enigma surrounding Oak Island. What is going on? Let's investigate. Oak Island, off the eastern coast of Canada, is cloaked in mystery because of the numerous alleged treasures that are thought to be concealed there. Rumors and legends about undiscovered wealth, explosives, and ancient knowledge have been passed down through the years, igniting speculation and inspiring endless excursions to discover the island's mysteries. He made a shocking discovery while appearing on The Joe Rogan Experience, one of the most popular podcasts in the world. He went above the surface due to his obsession with puzzles. Let's start by unraveling the true mystery of Oak Island, which gave Joe Rogan much to think about. Oak Island is said to have been the hiding place of money for Templars, pirates, and even the legendary Captain Kidd in the late 18th century. A complicated system of booby traps and tunnels was allegedly constructed to protect the valuable haul. Over the years, a lot of people have traveled to the island in search of the alleged riches and answers to its mysteries. The Curse of Oak Island, a popular TV series, made the island's mystery known to a global audience. However, despite numerous expeditions, excavations, and technological advancements, no concrete evidence of a lost treasure has ever been discovered. The only thing this failure accomplished was to spread more rumors and heighten the mystique around the island. Rogan thinks that despite what most people think, the mystery surrounding Oak Island is actually far darker. For more than 200 years, treasure hunters have been drawn to the deep pit, known as the Money Pit on Oak Island. Many people believe that the Money Pit is the location of a substantial treasure, maybe the lost loot of the Templars. Despite numerous tries, nobody has ever been successful in getting the riches back. He believes that the Money Pit is simply a trap set to lure treasure hunters to their deaths. He notes that many people have perished there in search of fortune, and it is said that the ghosts of those who have perished haunt the island. Rogan's concept has received a variety of responses. Others believe he might be onto something, while others believe he is just trying to draw attention to his program. Without a doubt, Oak Island is a weird place, and it's likely that the Money Pit is a trap, as Rogan claims. We won't know for sure, though, until the treasure is actually found. Along with his Money Pit theory, Rogan also discussed some of the other strange incidents that have been reported on Oak Island. He talked about, for instance, how many UFOs had come to the island. He also mentioned the myth of the Curse of Oak Island, which is claimed to prevent anyone from ever finding prosperity. In his remarks on the subject, he brought up the Legina brothers' efforts to unravel the Oak Island mystery. The Legina brothers examined the island using cutting-edge equipment, historical research, and expert archaeological assistance. What were the Legina brothers' discoveries, though? They found medieval items, including crossbow bolts, pottery shards, and antique Spanish coins. Through thorough inquiry and excavation, they and their team achieved important progress. There may have been a sophisticated system in place to protect the gems, based on the network of tunnels and shafts that they discovered. The researchers also found signs of previous human activity, which is another evidence that Oak Island has long been the site of clandestine operations, or to be more accurate, clichés the presence of a nearby treasure. But that's not the case. The map they discovered on the island was the real deal. To everyone's astonishment, Joe Rogan was likewise a little taken aback by this finding. The map was actually a meticulous replica of a French map from 1647, with the terms hatch, valve, and anchor. This map denoted important connections. It specifically implied that the money might have originated in Africa, which increased the mystique surrounding Oak Island. The brothers are certain that this map would help them find their missing funds. A piece of material that appeared to be from a book's binding was also present. Rick Legina believes that there is a greater than ever chance of discovering priceless manuscripts as a result of this discovery. According to Rick, the presence of a text or document at significant depths within the Money Pit strongly suggests that the object is parchment, as stated by the comments his team heard from various professionals. The use of animal skin for the parchment was a lovely addition to the prospective book binding. Unexpectedly, there may be a connection between this parchment and a letter that William Chappell and Frederick Blair sent that was first discovered in 1897. The bulk of this correspondence, which consists of letters of the utmost importance frequently addressed between famous people and monarchs, is thought to date back to the 15th century. The wood-lined shaft, which was first discovered in 1805, was allegedly built by the Money Pit's original discoverers. according to legendas. But this was just the start. The discovery of the shaft resulted in a number of astounding and unexpected discoveries. Insight into one of the world's most enigmatic locations is provided by Rogan's description of Oak Island. There is no denying that Oak Island is a location of tremendous fascination, regardless of whether you agree with his theory of the money pit. If the treasure is ever discovered, it will be intriguing to learn what secrets it will hold. By searching Oak Island, Marty and Rick had surpassed all expectations, finding an amazing 600 artifacts. We could see that their team was diverse and that they had assembled teams of experts to assist them in their hunt, including geologists, divers, and engineers. The researchers working with the Legina brothers eventually revealed the long-awaited solution to the Oak Island mysteries in an unexpected turn of events. Using cutting-edge imaging equipment and meticulous analysis of historical records, they unequivocally proved that the buried treasure was a substantial underground vault, housing a treasure trove of rare artifacts and antiquities. The vault, which is supposed to have been constructed by a clandestine Freemason group, is said to contain not just incredibly rare historical records, but also religious artifacts of great cultural significance. The artifacts found in the vault revealed fresh information about the mysterious past of the island and how it relates to the overall story of the New World. After a careful inspection, we will discuss the well-known television series that portrayed their experience in a minute. Have you ever thought about how many uncertainties Rogan's discovery has raised about Oak Island's past? Who built the money pit, for instance? Why did they construct it? And what precisely were they trying to protect? Only time will be able to answer these questions. The Curse of Oak Island's upcoming season must be released before we find out the real history of this mysterious island. With every new turn and turn, the Legina's efforts captivated audiences everywhere and rekindled interest in Oak Island. The Legina brothers and their colleagues eventually made another incredible discovery during the final excavation, which was carried out one morning in June. The Legina brothers and metal detector expert Gary Drayton have largely found mud, wood, and other metal utensils on the 140 acres of the purportedly cursed Oak Island. But they have also found a number of unusual artifacts. Legina's uncovered every piece of treasure ever found in the television series The Curse of Oak Island, so maybe the truth is there. When the excavation was carried out to a depth of 190 feet, a long hidden underground vault was found. Rogan was unable to contain his amazement and uncertainty. Today, Oak Island is a fascinating place where visitors may retrace the steps of the early explorers by delving beneath the surface and admiring the amazing discovery that forever changed the path of history. The island serves as a constant reminder that there are still puzzles to be unlocked, mysteries to be disclosed, and treasures buried in the most improbable places. Although the riddle of Oak Island may have been solved, the search for the next big puzzle has already begun. Also, please share your opinions in the comments section. Are you in agreement with Joe Rogan's theories? How credible are they? The enigma surrounding Oak Island has also received new attention as a result of Rogan's finding. For more blues from the world of mystery, don't forget to subscribe. In search of the riches that Rogan discovered, there are more treasure hunters than ever before. Rogan has cautioned them, nevertheless, that the treasure is not simple to find. Despite all the risks, the treasure hunters are dedicated to collecting riches. They believe it is their destiny to find it, so they are willing to accept any risk. During the last Oak Island excavation, a horrifying find was made. Click the appearing video link to find out more.
But we are seeing some quantities of gold.
It shows gold.
Yeah.
Gold and silver has finally been found on Oak Island. The Legina crew's hard work finally paid off. But it leaves a question: are these a part of the mystic treasure? Or the Oak Island, known for its hidden treasure, turned out to be a gold mine that is about to change the Legina crew's lives forever? Let's dive in and find out.
It is, in fact, silver, but it does have a little bit of a lead content. Like, I only left these elements because they image really well. So this right here is a William III shilling. Silver, same diameter, and it matches the designs to a T.
Wow.
It was only when the crew paired up with Dumas Contracting Limited that they began to rebuild the 18th century old garden shaft, which is believed to be the original depositor of the long-lost treasure. They had several reasons to believe the treasure would be at the bottom of this shaft. The first reason was because they had discovered a collapsed secret tunnel just below the shaft, and two, because this mysterious tunnel was running toward the west in the direction of the baby blob. The baby blob is the area that tested very highly for traces of gold, silver, and other metals. The next step for the two combined teams was to begin their horizontal probe drilling, which they hoped would reveal to them the location of the treasure. Unfortunately, they instead caused a leak of ocean water that forced them out of the tunnel. They realized they had fallen into an ancient trap that litters this island, destroying all the work they had done to this point. They speculate that they hit the flood tunnel system, but at the same time, this disaster has validated many of the stories and legends surrounding the island. All the science and booby traps come together to confirm that the legends about this island are real.
The big goal is to get good, solid pieces of the shaft so we can do dendrochronology on it. That'll give us an excellent date.
They have concluded that the volume and speed at which they flooded the garden shaft can only truly be explained by deliberate actions done to stop treasure hunters. As they arrive, Jack explains that things have changed all around the island. Lot 5 is their first stop, and they describe all the different discoveries and clues they have been able to unearth in this area. They have found ancient structures nobody knew about in Lot 5, as well as artifacts that are dated from as far back as the 1200s to the 1700s. There have even been ancient coins and tokens found in this lot. One thing about these finds is that they only become more intriguing with time, so they have Laird and his team working in the area even now. Since they have so much evidence of treasure in the money pit, the crew has been searching the rest of the island for more clues as to who had created this mystery on the island. The western portion of the island could hold the answers. Lot 5, a 4-acre portion of land, was first purchased a few years ago by Rick, Marty, and Craig from the estate of Robert Young. Since this purchase, they have continued to make new discoveries in that area, all of which has given them new suspects as to the person who left all the traps, secrets, and treasure on the island. One of the suspects left behind 4 Roman coins which go back 2,000 years.
It is?
Yeah, this is clearly Roman design.
So, is a Roman coin?
Absolutely, yeah.
2 for 2.
They found an old barter token that they have connected to the lead cross found in Smith's Cove back in 2017 and is associated with the Knights Templar. They have also found iron tools linked to Sir William Phipps, who was an English politician in the 17th century. This link led everyone to speculate that a whole chest of Spanish silver could be buried in the money pit. These finds were made near stone foundations, one which is rectangular and the other rounded one near the shoreline. The archaeologists are busy digging and uncovering an incredible stone structure that is much larger than anyone imagined. This has become a designated special place for the crew after all the astonishing finds they have made. This special designation will help protect these sites and allow them to dig in an archaeological fashion that will protect the context in which these items were left behind. Already, they have been able to determine how the shape of the structure they are studying varies in size, curvature, and quality of construction due to their great care. They have determined how the newer section has very intentional design and speaks to the theory that this is a project spanning multiple generations. They speculate that perhaps the people behind this could have been living in this area while building the money pit. Gary and Peter arrive at Lot 4 and are about to go over all of the spoils they discovered around the big feature. Their job will need the use of metal detectors, as they are going to be searching more than 10 tons of spoils that were collected along the shoreline of Lot 5. They have found items that vary in age all along the stone-lined foundation, amongst them a 14th century barter token and 17th century tools. They have also found materials that match substances discovered 100 feet deep in the money pit, as well as matching things found below Cone E which have been linked to an 800-year-old cross. Gary and Peter are determined to find something that can tell them when the feature was created and why. After some searching, Gary finds a cut coin. This means that it could be a Spanish coin, likely made of silver.
We found a cut coin.
Okay.
And if this is a cut coin, mate, it could well be a Spanish coin.
Gary notes that the cut is very clean and deliberate, as that is how they used to make change with their coins. This could potentially be a Spanish treasure coin. During the 18th century, European nations like Spain, England, and France were colonizing the world and establishing trade routes and outposts throughout the Americas. During this time, it was common for the military and for outlaws like pirates to cut coins to pay their crews. Gary and Peter know that the Legina brothers, Rick and Marty, will be delighted with their find. They head over to the lab, proud of their work. At the Oak Island lab are the Legina brothers, along with Jack, Laird, and Emma, who will assist them in learning more about their find. Laird immediately confirms it's a cut coin. Jack notes it has been quartered, and Emma says she will run it through the CT scanner to get an image. To find small details and features on the coin, they will use a SkyScan CT scanner to X-ray and magnify the image into a three-dimensional model. Emma notes that this quick scan only shows surface-level scratches, but that a longer scan will give them more detail. They decide that while they wait for this highly detailed scan, they can search the area for more scans. Rick and the rest of the team get together for a meeting where Marty and Craig join them via a video conference app. The report on the silver coin is in, and everyone wants to hear the news. Emma explains that the detailed scan she did revealed faint engravings on one side of the coin, and the XRF map scanner showed that the silver coin contained some lead. The XRF scanner uses beams of X-rays, which give different colors to different elements that are present on the surface of various objects.
So it's an English shilling from the 1690s.
Oh yeah, you can see the ponytail.
Yeah. And the little two triangles, it's its little ribbon.
Wow, that's a shocker.
The engraving of GVLI and the design on the left and right side matches some marks on a William III shilling and has the same silver composition and diameter. This 1690 English shilling is not a Spanish silver coin, but still interesting, as it proves that the area they were searching in could have been inhabited around the 1600s. They are disappointed this is not a clue toward their Spanish treasure theory, but they now have reason to believe that someone was working or hiding something in Lot 5, perhaps even a soldier being paid for some service. The Oak Island historian, Doug Crowell, is reminded of a book about the British military that attempted to recover William Phipps's treasure on the island all those years ago. In this book, Doug references titled Oak Island and Its Treasures. The authors dictated an amazing tale of a covert operation that took place on Oak Island after Sir William Phipps allegedly buried a vault of treasure in the Money Pit area. According to the book, English allies of Sir William made a number of failed attempts to retrieve the treasure on Oak Island in the late 1600s. This shilling could be proof that the English military were once on Oak Island. If Doug Crowell is right, this piece could be connected to failed treasure recovery operations. They never found the treasure, and adding in the gold and silver particles present in the water tests conducted on the island, the clues all point to the treasure still being on the island. This find and their searches in Lot 5 have just become more vital and significant than ever before. This incredible discovery has changed the game for the Oak Island crew. The sense that they are closer to answers than ever before becomes truer every day. Do you think they will discover the treasure after collecting these pieces of evidence? Let us know in the comments down below. Please do not forget to subscribe and turn notifications on so you never miss an update.